Munchies, welcome to the channel if you're new, or if you're not, I'm Alyssia, and either way, I am so glad you're here. Today we are making air fryer appetizers, specifically taquitos and pizza rolls. Say what? I have never made taquitos on this channel, but pizza rolls are particularly nostalgic because they were one of the first recipes I did something like 9 years ago on YouTube. Crazy! So I'm really excited to share this updated version. First up, my homemade air fryer taquitos. In a large bowl, combine shredded chicken. I just used pulled rotisserie chicken, salsa, refried beans, and cheese. You can totally skip the beans or the chicken or swap out with another protein or bean. You really can't screw this one up, so go with what you like for the filling. Now we're going to fill our fajita-sized flour tortillas with the chicken mixture. I know taquitos traditionally use corn tortillas, but they are much more finicky and prone to breaking than flour tortillas when rolling them. Plus, I prefer the taste of flour tortillas. I am using 2 to 3 tablespoons of filling, and you want to be careful not to overfill them so that they can stay closed. I try to shape the filling into a log of sorts that fills the width of the tortilla about 1/3 of the way up. Then roll your tortilla tight, but not too tight. I like to stop about 2/3 of the way and use a little sour cream as glue to seal it up. Once rolled, add your taquitos to your preheated air fryer seam side down and make sure that they aren't touching so that they can achieve maximum crispiness. Spray them with cooking spray, which will also help with that, and then air fry for about 5 to 7 minutes until they get as crispy as you'd like. Most people flip their air fryer food when cooking it. I honestly never notice a difference. The bottom is perforated after all, so I do not flip and it works fine. Holy moly! These came out so delicious. They were perfectly salty and cheesy, and that bite through the crisp tortilla is so satisfying. The salsa gives them a fresh flavor kick, and serving them with some guac, sour cream, shredded lettuce, whatever, creates this perfect balance of cheesy, carby goodness and light, fresh ingredients. These are a fun component for a weeknight meal or an offering when you have guests over or host a get-together. Okay, next up, we're making homemade pizza rolls. But first, don't forget to subscribe and hit the bell to be notified of new recipes all the time. I am making pepperoni flavor pizza rolls, so I diced up some pepperonis super tiny. And then in a large bowl, combine pizza sauce, that diced pepperoni, and oregano or Italian seasoning. Set that aside. The vessel I like to use is a wonton wrapper. Lay out your wonton wrapper and spoon in about 1 teaspoon of your sauce mixture and 1 teaspoon of shredded mozzarella cheese. To make your pizza rolls, wet the edges of the wrapper with your finger, and then fold one side over into the middle, followed by the other, and then fold up the bottoms and crimp with a fork. Nice! It is a nice practice in patience and mindfulness, and it's actually kind of crafty and fun. You will get quicker and better as you go. Remember to keep your wonton wrappers and completed rolls covered with a damp paper towel during this process so that they don't dry out. Once you've made all your rolls, it's time to air fry. Transfer them to your preheated air fryer, spray them down with some cooking spray to brown, and again, I found no reason to flip them as you go. Cook until they've browned up to your preference and enjoy! I could not believe how great these came out. I actually could believe it because I've made them before, but these were even better than the first time. They're so perfectly crispy and savory. The wonton wraps make these lighter than traditional pizza rolls, but the flavor is totally there. Sauce, pepperoni, and cheese, an individual little crust vessel. I mean, again, you can't really go wrong. They even fill up with air and pop when you bite into them like real pizza rolls do. This recipe was so fun to revisit. It's crazy to think about this journey on YouTube, not only where we've come as a team and this community with all of you, but also how I've grown as a person in my own relationship with food. When I was making these pizza rolls nearly 9 years ago, I had a much less healthy relationship with food. It was messy to find my way, and I'm still figuring it out, but it's so nice to feel the relief of not being stressed about food and being able to enjoy it without feeling shame or anxiety. So I hope that you can be kind to yourself on your own journey, honoring the fact that wherever you are is totally okay. I hope that you enjoyed these recipes. They're both linked below, and tons of other similar recipes can also be found for free at mindovermunch.com. Thank you so much for being here. I'll see you next time with a brand new episode, and remember, it's all a matter of mind over munch.